be looking for a provider as prudently as looking for a spouse, because this party or this person is going to be with you for a long time, and you would hope to have a long-term relationship. Basically what I'm looking for is somebody who's reputable, who's going to be around for a long time, who's interested to be with you for a long time, who understands enough about your business and your issue, and have a demonstrable ability to help you out. This party also should have very good handle of technology, especially the track record of being able to apply this sort of technology in your business domain, in your space. I will be looking for very strong local support, because it is very important when it comes to answering questions and putting in the right level of expertise and having timely implementation and meeting schedules and things like that. Of course, I also will be looking for a win-win type of deal, something that we both get a lot out of, being a strategic deal. So overall, it has to be somebody who's as good to stay with us for a very, very long time. From the benchmarking perspective, of course, there are publicly available statistics that we can reference. For instance, the ratio, whether it's 20-1, 60-1, or 12-1, or 10-1. We look at that. However, we always need to look at that with reference to the specific application that we're using that cloud for. So I think benchmarking is very important because it tells us what kind of headroom we might have, or whether we have done enough to optimize on that system. And if we do have headroom, then we will dig deeper and do a little bit more work, or getting the service provider to help us more. But I think it's always good to start less aggressive. Let's not hit the 60-1, or 100-1 type ratio. Let's start with something that's doable and really learn from the gist of how to operate this cloud environment, and understanding more, or getting more real life experience on running and setting up the clouds. So we use that, but not aggressively, but in a more of guiding fashion. Staff and talent is one of the very important area of consideration when planning to move into new technologies like cloud. I mean, there are two sides of it. Of course, there's a skill set side and there's a mindset side. On the skill set part is really this understanding of this technology, which I'll be looking at and expecting my people to be willing and able to pick up these new technologies from a technical perspective, which usually doesn't have too much problem. From the mindset perspective, there's a little bit of a paradigm shift, when we move to a cloud environment, because we really talk about sharing resources rather than owning and dedicating pieces of resources. We are talking a lot about service-oriented computing, type of discipline, when we start designing systems, so that we can, do that sort of optimization. And then we're also looking at very much service level oriented type of management, so that when we are dealing with the business, our users of our technology, we will not be talking to them about how many machines or how much capacity we have for them, but really what kind of response time, what kind of reliability, the service level, that we're committing to. And then, of course, there's this whole project justification, funding, cost allocation side of the house, which needs to be redone. So the person who are working on this technology will need to adopt a whole different way of thinking, and willing to, think in a different manner when they step into working on this whole cloud, type of technology offering. I think it's a very exciting learning, experience for them. And I think it's not something that is insurmountable, for these people from, both from a skill set perspective and a mindset perspective. So far, having gone through 2 years or so of, this, the first stages of venture into the cloud, we are seeing that, our people are coping with it very well. And they're actually showing a lot of satisfaction. Of course, they have all become more marketable, which presents another, sort of problem or challenges for me, to make sure that I can keep them here rather than they get stolen into other organizations. But by and large, I think it's a very good experience.